The way I have been terrorizing people with my concept of an Elriel book that is a gender swapped Odysseus, this is all I can talk about right now. I will say as a disclaimer that gender swapped Odysseus does not discriminate. I do think that this would also work with Aleutian, but as an Elriel girly, I gotta do what my heart tells me to do. Elriel Odysseus retelling that's gender flipped. As another disclaimer, am I just playing epic over and over and over again, and that just gave me like the plot bunny of gender swapped Odysseus Elriel? Yeah, yes it did. But does it work? We'll see. So let's start with where Elain and Asriel are now in the story. So Asriel has done his like House of Flame and Shadow stuff. Like he's got his knife back, all of those things. He's working for the Night Court. He doesn't seem like he's leaving anytime soon. And also the whole thing with the bonus chapter, like Asriel's going through it at the moment. Elain, on the other hand, she is now the last person standing. Well, they're alive, but she is the last person who currently has the full might, the full power of the cauldron inside of her. She's not quite at like, great grandson of a god or goddess territory like Odysseus is, but she's up there. Elain also can see the past, can see the future, can probably commune with things that are not of this world because she's a seer, that kind of thing. So if any ACOTAR main or, person who is set up to get a book later is ready or set up for a journey where they're going to have to deal with things that are not of this world, it is going to be Elain over someone like Nesta or Feyre or Bryce or whatever. And I would also think that Elain would be a really nice foil to Bryce in House of Flame and Shadow here, because Bryce can go anywhere thanks to her abilities with the ground up horn in her back or whatever. Elain can go to any time and maybe any plane without ever leaving her body. We also know that Elain has like this really savage side of her. She is called Rotten Bloom and Bones by the Book of Breathings, and the Book of Breathings has some knowledge of the Archeron sisters that goes beyond what is comprehensible by their puny fey minds. She also, stabbed the shit out of the King of Highburn, and no one expected her to do that. And whenever like she surprises anyone, it's always with like her savagery and her ruthlessness. And that gels really nicely with a gender flipped Odysseus who is constantly having to grapple with the horrible, monstrous things he has to do in order to get home to his wife. So I think the way that this would work is that Elain would have to be away from the Night Court or something. She would have to go away, maybe with Nuala and Cerridwen. That way she has a little bit of a girl squad the way that Nesta does. And Asriel stays behind in Valaris, buying her time to get back. And there's kind of little crumbs of this like going on because during Akasip, there's a lot of like unaccounted for time on Elain's part. And we also know that Nesta and Gwyn in the library, when they go a little bit too far down into the library floors, Gwyn is like, something was watching me like a little cat. A little cat like the one in Crescent City, maybe? Well, if that's the case, and Adis, the little kitty cat version, could make himself known to Elain in some way, he could be like, the Virgil taking her Dante through the Inferno. I could even bring Bryce back in, like as a crossover thing with Asriel, and Bryce and Asriel working to help get Elain back from hell or wherever. And the whole time we get to see the depths of what Elain is capable of, where the theme would be of like this Elriel Odysseus gender swapped retelling here, or the Odyssey retelling, is that Asriel feels like he can't touch Elain without sullying her because he's done all of these horrible, horrible things. But Elain has also done a lot of those things and might even be worse than him. We could even have a really great moment with Elain and like a vision of Grayson and Elain being human, and Elain has to like reject it the way that Odysseus has to reject the siren when she's just like, I will take the suffering from you. And this gender swapped Odyssey would go a really long way towards showing how ruthless Elain can be and how, sweet and caring and patient Asriel can be. She could have like a 600 strike moment with Koshé as well, because as much as Elaine would be like full might of the cauldron and all that, I don't think she has like the full might inside of her to kill Koshé herself. But she could torture the shit out of Koshé if she wanted. And I think that she would. I think it would be a thing where like he might be holding her or something and she does like awful, unspeakable shit to him. And then finally he's just like, you are a deranged motherfucker. Koshé's like, how the fuck do you sleep at night? And Elaine is just like, at home, next to my person. Whether that's Lucien or Azriel or both, I think she would have a moment like this. And then she'd make it home and she would have all this blood on her hands. And Azriel, Lucien, or both, whoever her love interest is, they're just like, I see you. You are a different person now, but I will love you over and over and over again, no matter how, where, or when, no matter how long it's been, you're mine. I really, really like this. I really do. And I think when we talk about Elain and Azriel, like people are like, oh, it's a Hades Persephone aesthetic. Like, no, like, come on, man. We had something like that, I guess, with Phasand. And I'm not interested in seeing another Hades Persephone retelling. We've been doing a lot of that. Give me gender swapped Odyssey, please. I'm going to go listen to some more Epic now.